Because every time we run a pitch, agencies seem hell-bent on discounting their services. They give away ideas and they give away the thinking, hoping that they'll make up for it with production fees. But that's actually changing. Overseas especially, there's a huge trend towards offshoring production. In fact, even some of the agency networks that some of you work for, as we speak, building huge production facilities in India, China, Eastern Europe and South America to do print and digital production. And one of the procurement people I was speaking with only 2 weeks ago said he has an offer on the table to produce print artwork for $1 US a piece.
So Darren Woolley's points, Mark, he made in his address. You got some thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was really interesting as probably one of the very few clients in the room to see across the room just the disbelief about clients wanting to make a decision on anything but cost. Certainly from our point of view, we've looked at agencies both domestically and overseas to try and find best quality creative, and one of the reasons we chose Goodby Silverstein was to make sure we could get a business and a creative agency that could transform our brand, and that was about really good quality creative ideas. But I was really surprised that a room that is predominantly driven by creative people were really not standing firmly enough behind their creative talents.
Yeah.
And that was really interesting.
You did make the point about agencies prolific at discounting. Have you seen that in your pitch and in recent times?
I think different agencies will do it at different points in the pitch, and I think it depends on their confidence of how close they are. And so yeah, we've seen a bit of that. But still, the agencies that stand up, and we saw this particularly when we were overseas, they really stand by the quality of their work. And I think that separates out a lot of the really great agencies from the rest.
Darren's absolutely right. I've never made an agency decision on the basis of price, ever. It's always on the basis of the work and then making sure that the math is, sensible at the end of the day in terms of the dollars. So I thought, for all that there was a sense of disbelief in the room, certainly my experience is Darren's right. We don't decide on the money. We decide on the talent and the people and,
Agencies are certainly trying to discount, aren't they?
Well, because, unless your work is truly standout, it's another way of having an edge, yeah? But the other thing I think that I understand why the perception is like this, but it's just not true, is the amount of genuine financial difference it makes to me or my business. Darren's right, what did he work it out as kind of 1% of the total marketing budget goes to fees? Like, squeezing that line's not saving me any money that I care about. Having a tougher conversation about media, having a tougher conversation occasionally about production budget, having a tougher conversation about, how much MPD I do and therefore inherent, costs in, splitting my attention. Those are big cost numbers. Squeezing the agency line by $100,000? I have bigger fish to fry than worrying about that.